What if I told you that the pharmaceutical industry isn't about curing you? It's about controlling you. The truth behind Big Pharma is darker than you think. From inflated drug prices to the suppression of cures, Big Pharma is a tool for the elite to keep you sick, dependent, and profitable. But why? Are you ready to learn the real story? Watch now to uncover how the elite are controlling your health and your life. Subscribe now. Welcome to Hidden in the Shadows. Big Pharma isn't just an industry, it's a system that profits off your sickness, dependency, and ignorance. The pharmaceutical giants have one goal: control. What started as a noble pursuit to cure and heal has evolved into a multi-billion-dollar industry focused on profit. But at what cost to you, the consumer? The truth is, Big Pharma doesn't want you healthy. The longer you stay sick, the more money they make. And the more dependent you are on medication, the more power they have. Drug prices continue to soar, while alternative treatments are often suppressed. What happened to curing disease? Why are there so many untold stories about potential cures being buried? Pharmaceutical companies have the power to dictate which medications are available, which cures are hidden, and who has access to life-saving treatments. It's not just about business, it's about control. The pharmaceutical industry holds sway over governments, medical professionals, and the media to keep you sick. How do they do it? Through lobbying, political influence, and direct ties with key figures in governments and medical boards. The power is concentrated in the hands of the elite. Have you ever wondered why the cure for some diseases seems just out of reach? Why do new treatments take so long to reach the market? Follow the money and you'll understand. Many of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world have been exposed for manipulating data, hiding side effects, and paying doctors to push dangerous drugs. Take a look at opioid abuse. The pharmaceutical industry created a crisis, and for years they turned a blind eye. Why? Because profits were at stake. Thousands died. The rise of pharmaceutical corporations didn't happen by accident. It was a strategy. They started small, then expanded their reach into hospitals, governments, and research. Once they gained control over the healthcare system, they began pushing for laws that would make it harder for alternative treatments to be offered to the public. What's worse, many of these companies are involved in international health issues, providing medications to third-world countries, but with strings attached, control, and dependency. The real agenda behind Big Pharma is to own your health. It is not about wellness. It is about making you dependent on their products and keeping you coming back for more. Consider the massive profits of vaccines. While they can save lives, the numbers don't lie. Billions are made every year. And who controls this market? The elites. Big Pharma isn't just about healthcare, it's a weapon. It's used to control populations, create fear, and ensure that people remain dependent on their drugs. The FDA and other regulatory bodies are supposed to protect consumers, but they're often compromised by the power of the pharmaceutical industry. How can we trust a system like this? As drug prices continue to rise, many people are left with no choice but to turn to the very companies that are pricing them out of their own health care. Alternative treatments are suppressed. Natural remedies that could cure ailments are banned or heavily regulated by pharmaceutical companies eager to protect their profits. But it's not just about keeping us sick, it is about making us believe that we need drugs to survive. The ultimate goal is control, not care, and the public is complicit. The elite behind Big Pharma want one thing: power. With their reach into politics, media, and medicine, they are shaping the world for their own gain. The question is, how much control are we willing to give up? At what point do we demand that the pharmaceutical industry serves us and not the other way around? The reality is, we have the power to stop this. It starts with awareness. We need to stop blindly trusting the pharmaceutical industry and demand more transparency. We can fight back by demanding accountability from those in power advocating for alternative treatments, and pushing for laws that put patients, not profits, first. It's time to take control of our own health. We need to understand that we can rely on Big Pharma for our well-being. It's up to us to find true healing.